So next session is from Jenkins. Welcome, Jenkins. Over to you.
Hi, Sundar. Uh, nice session by Nandip. Great. Hello, everyone. Just share my screen. Able to see my screen, right?
Yes, we can. We can. Thank you.
Sundar, able to see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Thank you, Sundar. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I think so, everyone. Good morning. Today, I'm going to talk about surfacing SharePoint framework solutions in SharePoint Webpack, MS Teams, and Outlook together. Okay, Outlook add-ins. Okay. Just start before starting our session. Just start my just start. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Everyone know about nowadays we are moving to SharePoint framework solutions. Let's say we are move with whatever the SharePoint framework solution we are like to move Teams also as a tab. And now Microsoft already introduced Outlook add-ins, and also they have a plan to introduce Office 365. Today I'm going to talk about how to surfacing all these together in the same code and how to build a single web part and make it available for everywhere. That's my goal to show you how to bring it. Okay. Before starting, just I introduce myself. I hope most of the people know about myself. I'm Jenkins. I'm an Office Development MEP and MCT, Solution Architect and International Speaker. I have 16 plus years of experience in SharePoint and various things. I'll start my career in 2003 SharePoint. Then I'm specialist in Microsoft Teams, Power Platform, and SharePoint Framework. I'm an international speaker, blogger, author, and trainer. I'm an organizer of SPS Bangalore. We have another event coming in December, 12th December. Uh, Go and register yourself. And I'm ambassador of AOS in London. Okay. Sorry, I think. Okay. Yeah, just introduce about SharePoint framework and MS Teams and Outlook. Just give some overview about that, then we can move it. Okay, SharePoint framework. That's a modern client development nowadays is very fast moving forward, right? Because we are work with traditionally, which SharePoint start from 2001. There they start with the ASP.NET, the ASP as JavaScript and PHP. Then they move to .NET. They started the SharePoint 2003 with .NET Framework. After that, they moved to the master of the sun with .NET Framework 2.0. That is the one we get a lot of new features. Then we a lot of UI features started from 2010 and 2013 with apps integration. After that, they start with Office 365. All these things continue with the classic experience. We whatever you want in the responsive design or any UI front with the mobile design, everything we need to rerun. You need to create your own bootstrap and implement in our masterpiece, right? That SharePoint framework introduced because of modern framework is that the modern framework is allow you to by default it will make you a responsive design and it will high rich environment compared to the classic, right? We can easily bring lot of things. And Microsoft introduced in 2017 October with SharePoint framework with the beta version. Then 2018, sorry, 16 October and 17 they introduced the SharePoint framework. That's a lightweight web and mobile to bring that solution, right? We need to develop fast and how we move because we develop everything server side and we have moved forward that and we started the client side development, right? We already we people are using jQuery, Backbone, Handlebar like that. Then suddenly we are moving to framework with React, Angular like that. These are a lot of benefits over here because the development easy and deployment time scope everything easy and very secure compared to the injecting the JavaScript libraries. and it's you can easily integrate with Java, Microsoft Graphs, everything. Okay. Yeah. When you come to the real time, now we have a SharePoint extensibility that's built modern SP solutions, full trust Java based script based framework running in the main app, use modern auth to integrate with Graph and SharePoint add-ins. Provider hosted apps are still there using the iframes and low trust and end user aggregation model and distribute via Office Store, right? These are the two different scenarios we are using, but it's a very popular in the SharePoint framework because people are preferred to use client-side development and easy to deploy to handle all the management without dependency with other any code or anything, right? We need to develop faster. And what are the people coming out of from C Sharp or VB.NET? Microsoft introduced the TypeScript, right? We can easily adapt and we can able to start. Okay, and come with the Teams platform. That's build apps to custom tailor your Teams. That's extend your out of box features, and we can make it our own tabs, bots, message extensions, then web hooks, connectors. Like that, we have a lot of options using uh, the custom development. The same thing we can able to do using the client side model. Okay, not only depend with server side model, it's depend you can able to do with the client side model. And Microsoft introduced the Microsoft Teams toolkit for Visual Studio Code as well as Visual Studio. Both we have a toolkit with a graph toolkit also. That's we can easily develop and faster deploy in our teams. All about that. Okay, then we can see that Outlook by default we have a lot of developments option to build add-ins. But what is the big challenge here? You can extend your application using whatever you like development. You can separately develop and able to deploy in all these three platforms, whatever the SharePoint framework, Teams, or Outlook. Okay. Now Microsoft planning to bring not only Outlook, we can planning moving to all Office applications. Okay, here the expectation is end user point of view, information the team cares about should be available everywhere. The same thing, no dependency or no misleading or anything. Make it possible to bridge team collaboration and external communication. And what of the IT team, IT admin team? Okay, they are preferred to use reduced number of places to deploy as well as manage the code. The same functionality, right? If the same functionality we are developing for three applications, three or four, whatever the office applications, that scenario, if you are deploying in a single place and accessing multiple area, then that's a easy one as well as easy to manage and maintain your code. That's the main preferred in the IT admin part. Okay, the developer point reach the multiple workloads. I don't want to develop multiple things for the same code. Okay, that's the purpose. We previously .NET we have a DLLs. We can able to use the GAG, right? Global the DLLs. Okay, libraries. Same thing. Now we need to bring in the same place we to develop. Don't need to develop multiple sources. And also we have already a very good hosting environment in SharePoint. We have a app catalog, and we can able to deploy our code there, or you can deploy in your Azure or your library or any other cloud environments. What you prefer? That's already is very established, and people are using long back from 2013 itself. The app catalog is very famous, right? We are using. You can able to utilize any set of cloud environment to deploy your code, and you can bring the configuration in SharePoint framework, the app catalog. Then you can able to access the web parts. Now the same web part we can able to utilize in Teams and Outlook. That's big news, right? That's Microsoft introduced with Teams first. That's how you can collaborate with Teams and Outlook. Outlook they released this year February with a preview. Still, it's in preview. Next version they will come with a real version. Okay, and centralized admin experience and tools, including line of business app distribution and common developer framework for building solution targeting both SharePoint, Teams, and Outlook. Okay, all this together, same experience. And the second thing is single platform or hosting it. So that's the main expectation, right? From the IT admin team, also whatever the developers also, because we don't want to deploy multiple places in the same set of functionality. Okay, that's same. Microsoft planning to bring all these common office of applications like Excel, PowerPoint, no OneNote, Planner, everywhere. They are planning to bring the same feature. Whenever you're developing a SharePoint framework, it will available for all these Office applications. That's a next plan for Microsoft. Now they are started with Outlook. Okay, because of the preview, they are started with Outlook Web alone. It's not available in the Outlook desktop edition. Okay, build your solution to run across Teams, SharePoint, Outlook, and evenly all Office platform. That's a expectation. Okay, what's the benefit of deploying in Office add-ins? No change in the development model. Same model we already familiar with SharePoint and they deployed in Teams. Now we are moving to Office Outlook. Since the code base across MS Teams, SharePoint, and Outlook, the single place to maintain, right? Single code base. And hosted in SharePoint, and it's SharePoint apps catalog, and easy to access the Graph APIs because already we have a point two, we can utilize the MS Graph API and we can grant a permission based on the user what they are accessing. If you want to allow the app API or not, it's all decision by the admin. We have a secure environment. Security governance is are very important for all the applications, right? That's in one place we did all this governance, security, everything implemented. Then you can easily and we have more confidence and we can move deploy and everywhere, right? That's a main expectation from this integration. That's a surfacing with all other applications in the single place and single code base across Teams, SharePoint, and Outlook. When you come to surfacing the SharePoint framework in Teams, you can see if still moving to the Teams, it will behave as a tab. Okay, because we have now Microsoft moving to message extension also. One by one, they are moving, utilizing the same code, how to bring in the Teams with the tab as well as the message extension. If you are seeing Outlook, there it will it's a adding, right? The same output you can make it as a adding. We can able to connect your Outlook, whatever the mail is there, as a new mail or existing mail, you can able to communicate whatever you want. You can be able to validate any question or any attachments you want to get from the different application. Don't want to go and search something somewhere else. You can search from there and attach the documents. Like that, we can able to build. These all our use cases we can easily build in the single place. Okay. Okay, and we have the different contexts because of all these three are different applications. Okay, first thing is SharePoint framework. That's a by default the page context of the web part. And if you go with Microsoft Teams, then you need to think about the context dot SDKs and Microsoft Teams dot context. Previously, it's a these are props dot context dot Microsoft Teams before 1.10. Okay, version for Teams. If you are using from 1.10, then you realize that it's a SDK is inside. Okay, they are Microsoft planning to bring all these external applications integrating with SharePoint framework. They are bringing everything is a SDKs. Then you can easily manage, right? That's the headers. That's a, they after introducing the Outlook that time they introduced the new library. Okay, that's a whatever the props dot context dot Microsoft Teams dot context that's already expired. You can utilize this one. Okay, this is depreciated. If you're using 1.9 or 1.8, 1.7, then you can use it because 1.7 beta version they are published. 1.8 only they started utilizing Microsoft Teams in tab from SharePoint framework. Okay. Okay, that's a output. I believe everyone know about SharePoint framework, right? If you not, you can see this is the output of web part. What it will running from SharePoint. Okay, that's a customized SharePoint. It's, you can bring that. This is the Teams view where you can see whatever that web part we are bringing in the SPFx to Teams. Okay, Teams tab view. Yeah, here you can get that Teams name, channel name. You can easily integrate whatever you want from the team. The same output you can bring in the both SharePoint Teams. And the third one, you can able to see here Outlook. The same Outlook plan you can able to bring here. Okay, let's say like a the same example. Whenever opening an email, you can able to see want to get some data or replying while replying. I want to attach something. You can able to do that. Okay, just we go for the demo. Okay, I'll just show you. I'm going to some folder, my favorite folder where you want to develop. Always you can plan like that. Okay, just I'll go with SPFx, and I'm creating one folder for this example. Okay, what is same? Let's say TVM bootcamp demo. Okay, whatever it is. There's a meaningful name you can provide. Always names are matters. You can give meaningful names. Okay. Now we can come here. We are going to use Outlook, right? What when you starting with Outlook, you need to remember that this Outlook addings are still in beta version. Okay, that means you need to utilize you at Microsoft because my setup is already there. If you are new to SharePoint framework, go and refer this how to set up a SharePoint framework environment, installing Node, installing SharePoint framework, everything, and you can easily do that. Up to this, okay, you at Microsoft SharePoint, then you can able to develop the web parts for SharePoint framework, develop the tabs for Teams, and you can do all these things. When you come to Outlook addings, you need to add plus beta. Now, this is only for this 1.10, 1.10. The next version onwards, you can able to get this one. It's available. Okay, right now it's in the beta version. Okay, just you can enter. It will create a new web part using the element generator. It will ask some set of questions. What is the solution name? Okay. First, you need to provide a proper solution name because the single solution we are planning to build multiple web parts, right? Together. For example, 10, 15. Based on the line of business, we can create a web parts for our big organization, right? That's why you can give the proper solution name. Right. This is just, you can leave it now, this one. And where you are going to deploy. That's again the question because SharePoint framework available for 2016 from 1.1 and 2019 for 1.4 versions alone. Okay, and online it's up to 1.11, right? That's why we can plan accordingly. Select a particular version where you want to deploy. Okay, but here we are using the beta plus beta version for Outlook. Obviously, you need to use SharePoint Online alone because other things are not supported. Okay. Now we are going to deploy in tenant level because I'm going to utilize this same web part in our Teams as well as Outlook. That's why I'm making install. Okay. Here I'm not going to use any Graph API or something like that. I'm not requiring any specific permission there. Okay. And I'm creating a web part. Here I say facing. Yeah, this is surfacing web part. That's giving you a name. You can say no JavaScript framework. Just a simple example I'm showing you. The web part is creating. Yes. And one more thing you remember that after this, we need to install the Office.js file. Okay, that's Office.js JavaScript SDK to install to create the Outlook add-ins. Okay, because of Office part, we need to support the Office add-ins. Right, the supporting part we need to require the corresponding reference. That's the libraries. That's why we need to install npm. That's a npm version you need to install. That's why we need types. Make it as a types one because we are using TypeScript, right? Let's say we need to make it as a types and Office-js and save it in the dev. Okay, this I'll show you. After created, only for this application we are going to use, right? Let's say development, let's say installing. After created the web part, I'm installing the Office.js file. That's for to support the Office add-ins. Okay. Type slash Office hyphen JS hyphen save hyphen dev. Okay, because of I'm only to the development here I'm using. I'm installing the saving that JSON my project. Okay, install. Okay, now I'm installed the Office JS. Okay, what's the different in that? I'll show you. Just go to my Visual Studio. I can go code space dot. It will open my Visual Studio Code. Okay, with this project. Okay, I got this project, right? I go inside. I can see normally whenever developing a uh, SharePoint framework apart from after 1.8, you can able to see the Teams folder, right? To have two for images. After that, we need to deploy our configuration based on that. Okay. From out of that, we can able to see the SRC. Its normal web part will be there. We can able to see our web part code. Okay. One more thing is now available. Office add-ins here, right? You can able to see this configuration part. It support one-time configuration option when add-ins initially viewed. Okay, that's it. The configuration part, you can whatever you want, you can get set here. Okay, this is only for in the Office add-ins the execution time. It will you use it. Okay, that's you remember that it will automatically create. Is don't worry about it. When you don't want to change or anything, nothing to do. Just leave it. Okay, we have that add-ins option. We have it. Okay, then I go back to my web part. I'm going to start my whatever I do develop, right? Because we here now we understand you can able to utilize the same web part for all these three applications. Okay, for our Office Outlook add-ins as well as SharePoint and Teams. Okay, this I'm going to my render page. Just a simple thing how to utilize our components with the different contexts. How to use it. Okay, just show you. Okay, what I do is just I because of I'm going to use some multiple things, right? Just I'll create some variable. Okay, let's say title. This is string. It's a variable declaration equal to empty, and let's we can say mm, something called where you are coming from. It's a subtitle or something, whatever it is. Just a username or anything. Okay, like which you can get, if any context info, the page title or whatever you want, we can give some information to the user. Okay, for example, I'm coming from first. You can verify where I'm coming from. Okay, just I can say let's user context also will take. Okay, first thing is you remember that I told right these dot context where it's coming from. Okay, you can say SDKs. You verify that dot office. Okay, if it will coming from Office product because now it's Outlook. Later Microsoft planning to bring right to more about that. Let's say one more thing is if you are these are contacts dot already I told right it is moving to STKS Microsoft Teams. Okay, if it's coming from Microsoft Teams, I can control like this. Okay, we need to because of related to the corresponding platform, we need to make like that. Okay, for its else it's a SharePoint. Obviously, it's a SharePoint, right? You can plan it like this. Okay, for example, I'm you some title here. Say welcome to Outlook addings. Okay, okay, this title I can add. Okay. It's like, and whatever the subtitle or user information, whatever you want. Then, for example, so your username equal to this. This is coming from Office context, right? Let's say I can take the Office part. These dot context dot SDKs for Office dot context dot. You can able to get these all the information. You can see your host, document, license, mailbox, platform, Office theme, like that you can get. For example, I'm taking from the mailbox. You can say here again you can get the user profile information. Okay, user profile. Okay, when there you can get display name. Okay, you can get the username. That's the name, right? And you can say email ID. Oh, sorry, you can say user context, right? That's normal user context. You can say like user context. Sorry, I can make it email. That's easy to understand, right? I can say email. The same thing. You can take it up to here. Dot email address. Okay. This is only for this context level. Based on that, you can get the information or permission, whatever you want. Take it. The functional device, the line of business, we can do our own what where you are working. Okay. The same time, we can go for Teams. The same way you can when you come in from Teams, I can say welcome to Teams, right? To Teams tab. With SPFx web parts. Okay. Okay, we are because I'm using SPFx web part, right? Here I can say username equal to here also the micro teams coming, right? You can get the context from here. Okay, that's creates a context dot. You can able to say here channel name, everything, what is the details, and also you can able to get the user principal names. Okay, principal name dot, or you can leave it as a string only, right? It's, yeah, it's a string. Okay, then you can have the as a principal name normally is the email ID. Okay, that's why I can use the display name separately. We have context. Okay, this is a theme, right? It's a I can say here the principal name. You can say that, and user point of view. I can make it something like different. Okay, here you can double quotes the team where the channel is. Okay, that's I make it like that. Okay, you can able to get all your team channels, everything. Okay, let's say for example, I'm using channel name. Okay, see, you can say get the channel name. Okay, here whatever it is, you can able to use, right? Now we got the email IDs. Okay, now we go with the SharePoint part. You can say welcome to SharePoint. Let's say standard welcome to SharePoint we use, right? SharePoint. Then we can have a username coming from. Normally we get from the page context, right? Let's say these dot context dot page dot you can get the user dot display name, right? Because it's a web part page context. You can get from that context. Okay. Now email ID the same way you can able. This is a simple example. We can able to utilize from different contexts and you can able to get. Okay. For example, I can go with the email. Okay. Here, what I do is just I can make it available that whatever I'm doing, right? You can say you can take title and here I can use the email ID. Okay, let's say dollar username, and here the description part. I'm not doing any description, just adding this email. Okay, just we can uniformly I'm getting. That's the reason I'm showing like that. Just remove this one. Don't want this tag here. Okay, now you can get this file saved. Now ready, right? It's a simple application. I'm moving to get some information from that. If you likewise, you can do all this our logic, whatever your line of business, you can make it and bring here. You can be able to utilize the data here. Okay. Normally, what we do in the SPFx, you can build it right, but you can do verify whatever you are doing is correct or not. Just helps are just a building in the local workbench, right? Okay, we have two types of workbench and we have one more is in the real time deployment, right? One is local workbench. It's loading. It's a select. You can start taking apart. You can see, I think some tags or something is wrongly there. Okay, because it's a testing point, right? I think, yeah, tags. Another one is welcome before welcome. Oh, here, sorry. Yeah. Okay, now I'll save again. It will automatically reflect here within seconds. Then we can go with the particular, we can change, right? You can say J power 4 MVP. I can say any one of my application slash underscore layouts because I'm going to use my SharePoint workbench. and get the proper answer, right? Layout slash 15 slash or bench.aspx, right? When you go with the SharePoint, we can get the proper output. Okay, we can verify. That's everything coming from that. Okay, we get all the web parts, right? Surfacing web part. Welcome to the SharePoint, Jenkins, and my email ID. Right? Likewise, it's worked perfectly. Okay. Now, what I do is I'll go and deploy it in my app catalog. Then only you can able to get. First thing is I can build it. Always I can build because of any internal issues also it will take care. That's the reason I build always. Gulf build, Gulf build, then it's build, and then we can go shipping the application. Okay. Whatever shipping you can able to see from the that is our code. Let's see. Available it's not available in any SharePoint folder, right? Automatically it will bring. Okay, just I can bundle. First bundle it and ship. The second one, what I do is I can after bundle I need to package the solution, right? Okay, what I do is I can Gulf package hyphen solution ship. Okay, now we can it's the bundle is ready to deploy. Okay, you can able to see here no errors. You can see here one SharePoint folder will be there. You can able to see our solution here in the app catalog what we are going to deploy. Okay, what to do is just I'll go by application here my app catalog. If you don't have, then one you need to create using from your tenant admin. Okay, app catalog. Once you come apps for SharePoint, you can able to see that, right? We can going to deploy the app here. Just drag and inside input, it's deploy. It will ask you to where to deploy. Okay, okay, make this solution available to all sites in the organization. Just they check it and deploy. Okay, now it's available. It's deployed, right? After this, few seconds more, after you can able to test from Teams as well as Outlook. Okay, whatever you are did the changes. Okay, uh, for Teams, first we can go with the Teams and check. Just I'll go here itself. Okay, Teams. In the web itself, I am opening. When you go apps from here, apps list, you can able to see if your custom apps is enabled. Otherwise, you know to go to admins and Teams admin center and enable it. Okay, built for our own organization, right? You check it. You can able to check verify your web part is there. That is surfacing your part, right? Say I think now that deploy, this will take. I told right, it will take little time. It's a 3-4 minutes maybe. Okay. Meantime, what I do is I can do the Outlook part. Okay, this is just final test. Okay, now we can wait for some time. At the meantime, I'll go with Outlook. Okay. Before that, I can check with my site also. Okay, let's say go with my SharePoint. Whatever the SharePoint site, any site, because I deployed in all the sites, right? All in the tenant. Okay, let's say I'll go and edit the page. I can be able to add this report in my SharePoint. Just adding something like yeah. Surface surfacing apart. You get the in the SharePoint environment, right? Then I go and again I test check from my Teams. Still not in the 1 second. I'll refresh it. Oh, sorry. Before that, one more thing you need to do. That's I forget. In the same catalog, what I do because of you need to take it from Teams, right? I need to sing it. I need to it is available to Teams we need to sync. Just a simple job. Just select my our TBC demo client, right? This is one we created. Just go here in the library files. You can see sync to Teams. Oh, we did one more thing need to remember. I need to enable for Teams. We totally missed that. Okay, just we go here. Sorry, the web part, right? Yeah, the web part we need to add because from 1.10 we can able to utilize this one for Teams tab as well as Teams personal tab. Okay, just I can say here you can see the option Teams tab. Now only after this only you can able to get. Okay, just save. Okay, then again do all these steps. I'll do faster. Don't worry. Okay, now you understand, right? What are the things you need to do? Just you can change this Teams tab and save it. Okay, then only it will able to bring. There was a different I'm showing here. You can understand, right? Now sync to Teams is not enabled because we not added. Now we added after this deployment, we can able to get it. Okay, bundle it again. Now package the solution. Now you understand, right? If you are not doing these steps, it will not available in your system. Okay, that's a I'm showing the different now. Okay, now we can take it again the same package. It's deploy again. It will ask to replace. Yes, replace it. You want to deploy the same way. Deploy. Once deployed, if you just check it, it's deployed. You can verify it's available everywhere. No errors. Then select it and once again. Yeah, now see the sync to Teams. Once you click, you can able to see the message in the right hand side. What's the status? Just click, it will wait. You can see the right hand side successfully sync Teams solution. Okay. After that, it will take little time and it will bring in our apps list. Okay. Now you understand, right? What are the things to do? After singing, you can able to get this web part in our Teams. Okay. After that, you need to deploy in our tab. Okay. When you go here in my list, you can wait for some time. Oh yeah, already ready. It's immediately deployed, right? When you click, you can able to add to a team. Okay, because we made it as a team as tab. Okay, you can click it. Any one of the team you can have in my list. I can say in my human resources team, set up a tab, the general tab. Okay, general channel and setting. Okay, just you can get the output. Welcome to Teams with the general as a channel name, and we have the email ID. Now we can see, right? Now we got it in my Teams part. Okay, we get the Teams channel name, everything, whatever you want, you can able to add. Okay, the same thing, I go with my Outlook. When you go Outlook, once first thing is you need to do deploy it in Outlook. Okay, let's say you want to add, or whenever you want open any email, go to the dot, right? Just go here. You can have an option after opening the email. You can see that get addings. Click it. First, you need to add this in our Outlook. Then only you can able to get it. But it's only available in the web Outlook. It's not available in um, desktop version. The reason behind is it's still in preview. After that, once published, they will allow you to add in your uh, Outlook also, okay, with desktop Outlook. Okay, when you come here, you can see a lot of things happen. Then you can come my addings. You can see SPFx temple. Let's say you can see custom addings. Add a custom adding. It will be an option will be there. Just select. You can add from URL or from file. Just add from file because we have one file, right? The configuration file is there. Okay, just click it and go to the corresponding folder. Okay, the SharePoint, sorry, let's say here you can say office add-in. We have that file, right? Whatever the configuration file I shown, right? Let's we have a file there. Okay, just select and open. It asks us to install. Just install it. Okay. After install, you can able to see that in the file. Okay. Just we added this one. Okay. Everything showing the car. Let's okay, check it. Okay. Well, because previously I created one. What I do is, okay, that's live, no problem. This added and installed. After install, because we need to provide proper icons to identify names, everything, because not change the name. You can leave it as a what we did in the office add-ins. We did everything the same names, whatever the out of box, right? One second, let me show you. These all the names. Yeah, this is the default value. You can see the display name. If you modify, then it will modify because you need to change all these things. Or based on your requirement in this file, you can modify and provide the proper icon to load the URL. That's to differentiate your applications. Okay. Now we can add it. Then I'll close it. Add it, right? I say close. Then I'll go my file again. You can able to see anywhere. You can see the SPFx part. Okay, just click. Once again, these one others. Sorry. So yeah. When you open, it will say surfacing web part, right? Just I can give some sort of description and close. You can see welcome Outlook addings, Jenkins NS and my email ID, right? Whatever you are providing, and you can able to utilize these addings like this. For example, I'm clicking the translator. I want to do some translation option. When you do my reading my email, this is another adding. Same like that, you can able to do. Okay, you can able to bring what language you want. Okay, which language you required, you have preferred. You can able to see that. For example, I'm saying Tamil, then you can say Chennai, India, like that. You can get the output of understand. This is the real life requirement, right? When you are reading an email or I'm sending some email, for example, I have a new message. I can have all these addings will be there in the bottom. Okay, you can able to see here. Okay, what are the addings I have? I can able to get this. That is nothing but these are the attachments. What are the things you want to get? I want to search some data from my SharePoint and attach here. This all have you can easily implement from our solution. Okay, this is the main expectation from the different application. Now our web parts available all these three places, right? One in available in our SharePoint, able to see in our SharePoint. Yeah, SharePoint, then Outlook. I'll shown right. Let's say come out and see. You can able to see our Outlook as well as the same thing. How I am able to see my Teams. You can able to develop a same application and deploy in a single place, and you can able to utilize from anywhere in the Office project. That's a very good feature. Now I can take the questions. Thanks everyone for joining and given me the opportunity. Thank everyone and the team, Sundar and Sugan. Okay, now I'll move back. You have questions. I'll take the questions now.